Right, guys. April the 15th is a very sad day. It is the day where the whole of the football world basically pays tribute to the 97 fans now who have ultimately passed away due to the tragedy that was the FA Cup semi-final in 1989 between Liverpool and Nottingham Forest at Hillsborough. But I mean, there's also been some more sad news today. Nowhere near the level of the Hillsborough disaster, obviously, but Sean Dyche is no more at Burnley, which I mean is a strange thing, really, because I think Burnley have only ever had one season of Premier League football where they haven't had Sean Dyche as manager, and that was in 2009-10 when they had Owen Coyle, who sort of betrayed them by going to Bolton halfway through the season, and then Brian Laws for the rest of the season, I think, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Burnley have sacked Sean Dyche. Now, I think straight away this is a massive mistake, because even if Burnley do get relegated this season, which, I mean, let's be honest, Burnley's best chance of staying up was Sean Dyche. Okay, this is probably the closest Sean Dyche would have been to relegation. If he had kept Burnley up this season, it would be the closest they've come to relegation, probably. But still, he's your best chance. No one's going to come in and take this very below average squad and bring them to safety. Like, if anyone can, it is Sean Dyche. And even if they do get relegated to the Championship, Sean Dyche has brought them up twice, I think, in 2014 and 2016. So again, this guy knows how to do it in the Championship as well. To me, it just seems a ridiculous decision to sack him with 8 games to go. I think something like that. We're around the 30-game mark now. Yes, just stupid decision, and Burnley, I think, will regret it. I mean, the job Sean Dyche has done at Burnley is incredible. To give them like over half a decade of Premier League football now, like in a row, like that's 6 years. I think he's managed them and kept them up now. And also he had a year in 2014-15 of Premier League football as well. And he built a side that was made up of players who were, to put it impolitely to the players, no, that's a bit harsh. Not very well-known players, like not household names. Nobody knew of, no Premier League fan knew of Ben Mee, James Tarkowski, Nick Pope, who else? Dwight McNeil, Scott Arfield, maybe people heard of him, but you get my point. Like, the investment he's had in this squad has been like atrocious. It's like something like a net spend of just under 20 million, I think, over the past 5 years. And considering in those 5 years he managed to keep them in the Premier League comfortably pretty much every season, and also guided them to Europa League qualification, I think, at one point in 2018. So why on earth do you get rid of him the one time it looks as though his back's against the wall? Because I just think by sacking him, you're almost just like accepting relegation. It seems a ridiculous decision. Yeah, I just really struggling to get my head out around it. It came from absolutely nowhere. this morning. And yeah, I just can't see a way in which Burnley will be better off without Sean Dyche. Like, it feels like Burnley are Sean Dyche now. Not in a disrespectful way. Obviously, Burnley have a history before Sean Dyche. I think they might have even won the league in like the year 1960, or it was either the league or the FA Cup. I can't remember which, but around 60 years ago they won a massive trophy. So I'm not saying that Sean Dyche made Burnley. He definitely didn't. But like that is Burnley's identity now. They're a Mike Bassett 4-4-2 team managed by Sean Dyche, and they, are very old-fashioned in the style they play. Like, if a new manager comes in and he's like a modern-day, like, sort of like Jesse Marsh, what's happened with Leeds? Leeds have brought him in. If that sort of manager comes into Burnley, he'll have no chance, because Burnley haven't got the players to play that sort of football. They've got physical players, they've got players who will work hard, work their asses off, but aren't the most technical or, outstanding players ever. Like, a lot of them are championship level players. So it's just not going to work. What's their plan B? To bring in Sam Allardyce? Well, Sam Allardyce, yeah, he's got a very good record. But if you look at the job he did at West Brom last season, he didn't do badly, because they were already in a bad place when he came in. But again, he struggled to really turn it around for them. I can't think of many results he actually got with them. I think he got a draw against Man City and Liverpool, and also a good win at Chelsea. But other than that, there was some pretty disappointing results that resulted in them going down. Yeah, I'm amazed by the decision made by Burnley's board here. I think they will regret sacking Sean Dyche.